and that grain is soft white. And I'm going to make 2 pie crust discs. One I'm going to freeze, so the next time I need one, I'll have a spare. You should always make 2, so you'll have 1. So let's get started. Okay, in here I just poured the flour, the salt, and just a little bit of sugar, about 10 grams. That's optional, of course. And now we're going to pulse it. Just to make sure all the ingredients are incorporated. Okay. That looks good. All right, now we're going to put the butter in. You know what, I'm just going to make it easy on myself and you. And we just put it in. And that's going to be a total of 227 grams of cold butter. You ever have those days you feel disorganized? This would be that day. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to put the recipe below. That's looking good. But you know what I'm going to do to have it more of a brioche type texture? Because with the butter, then I'm going to add 1 egg and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. And you might ask, why is she adding vinegar? Because this is freshly milled flour. This flour is alive. This is not dead flour from the grocery store. And so the vinegar will just help your dough to become a little bit softer, but you won't taste it. Also put vinegar in your bread as well when you're making it. What I can tell you is you probably won't have to use as much liquid because of the liquid from the egg. And this is looking very beachy. So now we're going to put the cold water. And what I like to do is add ice cubes and then put my water in. That way I know that water is cold. And I'm going to start in increments of 1 tablespoon. Because what I want to be able to do is squeeze it, and it does that. It still feels a little dry to me. And one thing I always want you to remember is freshly milled flour is so different than flour from the grocery store because it hydrates quickly. This does not. So I'm going to add another tablespoon. And just make sure that you're being careful when you are putting your hands into your food processor, because that blade is very sharp. This is a Breville Professional food processor that I've had for years, and I absolutely love it. I switched from Cuisinart to this one. what it needed was more moisture. Let's try it now. Yeah. See the difference? I think I'm happy with that. I'll say that's a win. Okay, look how well that's holding together. I'm gonna put it into a ball. Then I'm gonna let it rest because unlike white flour, this really does need to rest. Even though if it was regular store-bought, you still would allow it to rest. But this resting really is based on hydration. And I'm probably going to put my rolling pin in the freezer once I wash it off so it can get cold. I love this particular rolling pin because you can put it in the freezer, and then when it's time to roll out your dough, look how pretty that is. It's not going to adhere to your dough. And I love this marble slab because that also makes things easier for me because it's marble and it's cold. I should have had a little flour on that. But it really doesn't matter. This is going to be the one I'm not going to use. So it's automatically going in the freezer. I'm not going to even think about trying to roll it out because that's not necessary. And then when I need to use it again, I mean, for convenience sake you can, but when I get ready to use it again, then I'll just let it come up to room temperature and roll it out. But if you go ahead and roll it out, which is really smart, now you don't have to worry about that. But it's just easier for my freezer space if I just leave it like that. See how quick and easy that was?